We live in a beautiful place, as you can see. This is Cayuga Lake. It's one of the Finger Lakes, and we've got this horrible eyesore on our lake of the Cayuga Power Plant. It's one of 2 remaining coal-burning plants in all of New York State, and we just learned about a month ago that instead of shutting down, they've decided that it would be better off to burn gas.
Even though natural gas seems clean, it's this invisible vapor, and it's not a bunch of black lumps of coal sitting next to the power plant. In fact, when it comes to the climate, it's not clean. Methane leaks from every stage of the extraction to the distribution to the combustion, all the way to the burner tip. Methane leaks out of the system, and these leaks are much larger than we had previously appreciated, and methane is a much more potent greenhouse gas than we previously understood. It's also a precursor for smog. And so the kind of air emissions that I worry about for my kids and all the other children of this in this place who swim here and breathe the air, the emissions from a natural gas plant also make air pollution. So I see my job as a mom to both protect my kids from harm and plan for their future. And as long as that plant across the lake is burning fossil fuels, I can't do my job.
This process of bringing gas to a power plant via trucks is a relatively new technology. It's referred to as a virtual pipeline, and there are relatively few instances of this actually in operation. But just since the winter, while there have not been any explosions of trucks that are delivering natural gas, there have been numerous rollovers, skids off the road, and other problems. As part of my work with FracTracker, I looked at some of the demographics of the communities through which these trucks might run. I could see that the main highways, which are the only roads that would be leading to the power plant and appropriate for trucks of this weight and size, it would be passing through communities of tens of thousands of people. The analysis that I did just looked at a 25-mile radius from the power plant, but just in that area, the trucks would go past any given route somewhere between 5 and 10 private schools, several dozen public schools, most of which are located on the main highways, a couple of dozen daycare facilities, and almost 30 healthcare facilities.
I called this news about the plant telling us this summer that they plan to convert to gas, the worst summer sequel ever. Because a few years ago, we had a fight here. This plant tried some years ago to convert to burning gas, and the community stood up. We sent thousands upon thousands of messages to the governor and to the Public Service Commissioner telling them that no, we did not want this plant converting to gas.
Right now, gas that is being brought through New York State, through other virtual pipelines throughout Otsego County, for example, is all coming from Pennsylvania. So it would be fracked gas. Even though we do have a ban on fracking in New York State, we are not in the slightest bit immune to the byproducts of that industry.
We are all in this community asking Governor Cuomo to prevent these old, ancient ovens that have been burning coal for these many years, since before I was born, and I'm almost old enough for Social Security. It's time to just retire them and move to real renewable innovation.
It has to stop now. Whether it's with coal or whether it's with gas, that plant is not doing us any good, locally or globally.